Of course, the race for the president is the biggest race we'll be watching nationally, but other races will have national effects on the balance of power in Congress. Right now, the U.S. Senate has 51 Democrats and 49 Republicans. There are 34 seats up for grabs. Republicans can take control of the Senate with a net gain of 2 seats, each senator serving a 6-year term for their respective state. One of the most watched Senate races in the country is here in Pennsylvania, where incumbent Democrat Bob Casey is running against Republican Dave McCormick. Casey's trying to secure a 4th term in office. McCormick worked in the George W. Bush administration and is a former hedge fund CEO. This is McCormick's 2nd attempt to win a Pennsylvania Senate seat.
And there is a historic showdown in Delaware. That's where Lisa Blunt Rochester and Eric Hansen are battling for Delaware's open Senate seat. They're running to replace retiring Senator Tom Carper. Now, if Blunt Rochester is elected, she'll become Delaware's first woman in the Senate and the 4th Black woman to ever serve in the U.S. Senate chamber. Now, in New Jersey, Democrat Andy Kim and Republican Curtis Bashaw, they are running to replace former Senator Bob Menendez, who resigned after his conviction on corruption charges. Right now, Kim is the representative for New Jersey's 3rd Congressional District. Bashaw is a hotel entrepreneur. Now, our Howard Monroe is live on your corner. He's joining us from a polling location in Cherry Hill with an in-depth look at both candidates. Hey, Howard, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Janelle. Yes, we're outside of Cherry Hill Town Hall, where voters, they've been coming in since the polls opened at 6 o'clock this morning. Now, as for this U.S. Senate race, New Jersey hasn't sent a Republican to the U.S. Senate in more than 50 years. However, that could change today.
You know, the challenges that we face with politics in New Jersey.
Andy Kim grew up in Marlton, Burlington County. The 42-year-old is a 3rd-term congressman. He supports reproductive health access and a woman's right to choose. Kim believes the U.S. should continue to support Ukraine and Israel. He said he wants to restore integrity and trust in politics. One of Kim's top issues is affordability. In the House, he worked to lower prescription costs for things like insulin for seniors.
Excited us so much.
Curtis Bashaw won a contested primary in June, defeating a Trump-backed opponent. Bashaw grew up in Cherry Hill and Haddonfield. The 64-year-old is a prominent South Jersey businessman. He built his business, Cape May Resorts, from the ground up. He has several hotels in Cape May, as well as a couple in New York. He has never held elected office. Bashaw calls himself pro-choice, but has also said he supported the Supreme Court's decision that ended Roe v. Wade, which leaves regulations of reproductive rights to the states. He says he does not support a national ban. Bashaw is also a supporter of Israel and Ukraine. Bashaw believes New Jersey families deserve better than the one-party Democratic monopoly that has represented New Jersey for so long in Washington.
And 4 other smaller party candidates are also on the ballot. The polls here in New Jersey are open until 8 p.m.